Today we're going to be assessing hail damage from late season storms. This is about middle of August and into reproductive growth stage. In this particular field, we're going to look at the growth stage itself and how that impacts the effects of the hail damage and how much we have leaf defoliation, terminal stems breaking, and pod loss. We can go ahead and talk about growth stage. I'll pull it back. This one plant, we're talking about the upper foremost nodes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and looking at the length or the size of the pod. This one has pods that are greater than 3/4 of an inch, so we're at least talking R4. I like to pull the pod and hold it up to the sun. Then I can look in the shadow of the seed itself and see that those seeds are at least 1/8 of an inch long. They're actually a little bit longer, so this puts it into the R5 growth stage. Count the number of nodes and see how many trifoliates have been taken off or damaged. So we'll find again our cotyledons, unifoliates, and we'll count up how many nodes are there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this particular plant and field have 16 trifoliate nodes. If we look at the number of leaves that are still left, or at least a portion of them, we have 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. So if you have 4 out of 16 leaves, if they're whole, we're talking 75% defoliation. The other aspects of hail damage include the stem bruising. So if we look up and down this particular plant, every spot that's kind of this tannish color is where hail is hit. It's broken that tissue, it's causing it to die. The other aspect of damage from hail is pod damage itself. We look at the upper portion, this particular pod has been actually split open from the hail. And so that pod is not going to contribute anything to yield. Other pods will have just a slight crack in them, like this one. And then that'll provide an entry point for pathogens. And we need to assess how many pods are on the ground. So we need to pull back the neighboring row. Again, think about the direction of the wind and the way it came and beat down. You see a lot more pods on the ground. I'll pull just a 1 foot by 1 foot square to give you an idea how many pods are on the ground here. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, approximately 27 in a quick count. You can say maybe about half of that would equal a bushel. So if you're saying 27, maybe 13.5 bushel, but that's on the strong side. It's probably a little bit less, but certainly impacting yield loss from this hail.